uSports Central. It's Wednesday. It's time for some friendly debate. Adam Deal along with Charles Ashley III. Charles, hoop season in full swing, so let's recap what we've seen so far, including last night. There was a slate of games throughout the state.
What do you want to start with?
I want to start with your Albuquerque High Bulldogs. Why not?
Okay.
The Bulldogs with a big-time win here in 3 and out. There it is.
There we go.
Okay, there it is. High school hoops recap.
Looks nice. That looks nice.
The Bulldogs.
Look at that. So
Your
pretty.
Bulldogs, Charles, with a 30-point victory. So you're hanging on. You're loving this. Because Santa Fe went and beat Rio Grande, right?
Yes.
So Rio Grande slips up to Santa Fe. So you think this is a fantastic win now that Albuquerque High smashes Santa Fe, who they should smash, who's fresh into 6A, who was a 4A school just last year. And you're loving this win.
No, I'm sitting back, and I'm not jumping the gun. I'm just saying this is a lot better team than what people are going to give them credit for. You have to watch the team play to really know what type of team Albuquerque High. And you said this. They're guard heavy. They have good guards, and out here, guards win, which demonstrated last night. West Mesa demonstrated that. Sandia has the bigs. They have athleticism, but if you don't have guard play out here, it makes it rough playing bigger teams.
Has great guards. Well, a great guard. I'm going to say a great guard. Gabe Bump, the junior, is a great guard. If you haven't heard this kid's name, you will after this season, because Rio Rancho just proved something. I think he put in 24 points. 25, 24 points. I think 16 of it was from the free throw line. And that's true. He can get to the line. Good players find a way to get to the line. He had an off shooting night, which is rare for him, and he still can score. So the guards for Albuquerque are fantastic. You've got Alonzo Armijo, who can drop down a triple, and he's showing now that he can make that drive to the bucket. You saw a baseline drive in those highlights. So Albuquerque's going to be tough to deal with. I think it's a problem, though, in their district because it's a guard-heavy district in all, and you've got to have a lot of good guards. So I don't know how many good guards. I know you're about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many good guards Albuquerque High has yet.
When we spoke with Coach Garcia, he was, of course, being political, but I've spoken with other coaches. I've spoken with people around town, and when you return 6 guards that all had significant minutes and all played a major role in last year, albeit 7 losses, that experience translates translates into winning those games that you lost last year that were close games. But that District 5, as you mentioned, guard heavy.
There is no doubt, Charles, that Albuquerque High is going to be around in playoff time. I think they'll host a home game to start playoffs. That's how good I think they are. Can they make a run? Maybe.
Well, it's going to depend on rebounding. As you mentioned, Ray Cole missed some bunnies in there. You can have guards for days, but you have to have some type of inside presence. Every once in a while, you got to have a guy who's going to finish inside the paint when those threes aren't falling, or if when you're driving to the lane, you're not getting foul calls. You need to have a big presence, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think it helps, which is a good transition to West Mesa. West Mesa Sandia last night, they had the guard play, but they also had their bigs that helped out a little bit. They offensive rebounded. They were offensive rebounding really well, Adam, for a team that was so undersized. They were scrappier. They were tougher. And they were beating Sandia to every loose ball.
West Mesa is one of the best coach teams. I love the way Sean Schreier coaches this team. They are disciplined, and they're smart. And when you have 3 quick, good guards that can handle the rock, they're going to be dangerous. West Mesa is going to be fun to watch this year. I think we found that out last night. We kind of figured they could be okay. They're a little bit better than I think any of us thought.
Yeah, they're definitely better than what
it'll be interesting to see their 3 guards that they have. If there's any other additional role players, they might need him. Wasana's great. He can drop down, shoot. He can drive. We know Schreier is the real deal. Curley, who none of us thought or even knew going into this year, had a fantastic JV year last year and comes in. He puts in 9 points in the second half last night. He's good as well.
Yeah, he's going to be the wild card. You know what you're going to get with Schreier. You know what you're going to get with Wasana. Those guys, when you watch them last night, they're under control. They're poised. They're tough. Curley, he struggled in the first half. If you remember, no points, but to his credit, fought through it, bounced back with a great second half. All 9 of his points came in the second half. He really started that run for West Mesa in the beginning of that second half. So those 3 guys, if they can all play well, like you mentioned, it's going to be there'll be a hard matchup for a lot of teams this year.
Well, quickly, let's go over some other finals that went on. Espanola Valley beats Rio Rancho at Espanola Valley, 84-81.
Yeah.
Charles, the Cleveland Storm defeat Oñate. Oñate come to visit, gives the Storm a big test. 79-70 win though for Cleveland. Hobbs beats up on Odessa Permian, so that's a nice win in Texas.
By 20.
Hobbs staying true to what they are ranked right now in the NMOTSC poll, the top 10 poll. They're number 1 right now, so another win for Hobbs there.
That's a big win, 92-72 over a very good Odessa Permian team on the road, 20-point win. I can see why they're number 1. I can start to see why people are giving them the votes that they're receiving, because a lot of times we don't see these teams play, but at the end of the day, wins are wins, and if you're winning in an impressive fashion like they're doing, hey, I have no problem with them being number 1. Rio Grande, by the way, they go up to Capital, win by 1.
You love that, huh?
47-46.
They get a
but
W.
That's a tough road win.
It's a nice W.
A win's a win.
Okay, we got to move on here, so let's step on.
Oh.
Why not? Let's switch it over to
Everyone
the
else is
NFL.
talking about it.
You know, we talked about this before season started, Charles. Why not? Let's revisit it, because we all know that, you know, Manziel is a hot topic in the NFL. Comes in relief for Hoyer. Actually plays pretty good against the Bills in Buffalo. Hoyer's struggling. He's been struggling for the last 3 weeks for the Browns, but they are 7-5. And so Hoyer's response was, look, it wasn't, it's not luck that we're 7-5. I don't know. I never thought Hoyer was the answer.
No.
I always thought Manziel had to get his chance, and I say, why not now? They're playing good defensively. Why not?
Okay, so yes, they were 7-5. I give Hoyer credit for sticking up, standing up for his job, but he's been terrible the last 3 games. He's game managing, and they were talking about this on a couple of different outlets. He was just playing not to make mistakes instead of playing to win games. When Johnny got in there, you could see the difference.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's just playing. He was throwing strikes. He was taking chances. A good quarterback, your teammates feed off your confidence. He has a confidence. I don't think Hoyer has that confidence as a Manziel, and I think their defense is good enough where Manziel can come in there and manage the game. I think it's time now.
Johnny's got to come in. Let's see some Johnny football. Look, Hoyer is a trash can. I've said this from the beginning. Who else would he start for in the league? No, really.
I want to get a picture with Hoyer in the trash can.
Who else would Hoyer start for in the NFL? He wouldn't.
He probably could start for the Jets.
And what's crazy is 6 weeks ago, everyone was talking about, oh, what kind of big contract is Hoyer going to get? Are you serious? You watched him play? Watch him drop back and throw the rock.
They figured out how
to get him out. Put Manziel in and see if you can win, because he's supposed to be the future of Cleveland. You might as well start now. They got a chance to make the playoffs if Hoyer is not under Helms. That's my opinion.
I think you have nothing to lose. Just put him in. Because you're 7-5.
I don't like agreeing with you. Let's argue. More to come. 3 and out.
We arguing on hoops.